Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And that ball's free behind the line. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The run inside. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide open.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed, and that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Mensah. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running inside. It's Fletcher. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Could be an alley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to try to return this one. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Reynolds. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Got a little space. Finding some room. A really productive one. Gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. He's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the draw, it's Davidson. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to...
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The short hands. It's Lofton. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense looks like they're coming. A give to Brown. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Motion from the wide receiver. On first down, it's Brown again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Pushes ahead. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off when they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They go right back to it. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He might want another play. To the air, it's Reynolds. Fires to the right. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. There he goes. Open it up. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Mensah. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Fires quickly. Made a defender miss. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tulsa taking on the number 7 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Golden Hurricane, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's open. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways. And you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
The Tigers want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Running inside, it's Johnson. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. He's got the back in the middle. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Looking for blockers. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. That's caught. It's Lofton. At midfield, he's got room. Discards him with the stiff arm. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Here's Mensah to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on fourth down to keep this drive moving. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Hand off for Brown. Touchdown, Canes! And that score now has an upset brewing in the top 10. Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Got it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Rushes on him. Buried before he could blink.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the RPO, complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the big fella. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
On the ground, it's Davidson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Reynolds. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Boy, how big was that missed field goal? Would have tied the game, and now instead they've got the ball back. It's late, and they've got the lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Mensah. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout call just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So now it's 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Oh, better look out. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, there are a lot of players who I think might tense up in that kind of situation. You know you got the lead. It's fourth down, but they just go out, and they're on the same page, and they convert, and they're able to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more clock.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A give to Brown. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Hurricanes inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. One more time, it's Brown. Here's a little room there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. Line gets set, first down. And the quarterback takes a knee.